Alan back with another video, and I apologise I left you waiting a week for another one. I know there's a whole 9 subscribers out there desperate to know what we're going to talk about next. Uh, Jokes aside though, appreciate all the views that are coming in. Close to 1,000 now, which is pretty awesome. So, we started a new job, tried to do the gym, all these sort of different things over the past week or so, hence the uh, delayed video. Also brought a friend with me, gross. Today's video is all about Man United's transfer window and what I'm hoping is the three Musketeers and excuse me, Andre Onana, Mason Mount, and Rasmus Højlund. So let's have a little chat about what's happened so far. So, Mason Mount, figure 65 million from Chelsea, final year of his deal. Good player for Chelsea. Came to fruition through the first Frank Lampard era. I always thought he did a pretty decent job. I felt like his final pass, his final third in general, was always a little bit lacking, but it does remind me of a sort of, I try to think who it reminds me of, but he's still young enough that he's got this sort of exuberance and energy levels that he's so tenacious. Kieran Tierney is who he reminds me of actually, now that I've just remembered, say sort of stature and stuff. But as much as maybe his final third lets him down, when he is on it, he is a very good player. Obviously done bits for England and stuff as well. And I think that another midfield option is very much what we needed, especially with Eriksen and Casemiro. They're both much fitter than I am. However, the games take a little bit more out of them now as they once did. So to have Mount there as another option who can play centre of a midfield three, he can play on the right, the left, can push a bit forward into a number 10. Say if Bruno gets injured or whatever, it's a good shout. I think we overpaid, but in today's transfer market, you are just paying over the odds for everyone now, especially if you're a big club trying to buy from a big club. So Mason Mount, I think, will be a good signing for Manchester United. For his attitude, tenacity, energy and determination alone, with better players around him, I'm sure his final third productivity will increase also. Andre Onana, obviously a big favourite from Erik ten Hag's time at Ajax, one of the better performing keepers in Europe. Seems like quite the character as well. Really good with his feet, composed, but also a good shot stopper and cross catcher. Quite a big strong lad, so he doesn't look scared to throw himself about for the ball and such. I did see the interview where he basically says he doesn't give a shit what the naysayers say about him, which I love. I think he'll obviously fit into this new pattern of play under Erik ten Hag, with the playing out of the back and wanting the goalkeeper to be able to play out of the back comfortably, much like Alisson Becker or an Ederson at City. Hopefully there's no first season jitters, and he can come in and play as we expect him to. I think that having, two World Cup winning centre backs in front of him. Hopefully, both stay as fit as possible. Excuse me. Throughout. Hopefully that happens. If we have those three throughout the season, I think we will do very well. But obviously, it depends on Varane more than Martinez. Hopefully, Martinez is obviously a bit of a butcher, got a bit about him. My worry for him is only that he may miss games due to suspensions. But Andre Onana, another thumbs up signing. I think he will make us much more solid. On to the final musketeer, the D'Artagnan of the trio, Rasmus Højlund. An unknown, really. Wasn't in Italy long. I think I seen something like professionally maybe 86 appearances, 24 goals, 6 assists, 8 assists, something like that. So a goal out of 3 games so far. He is young, 20, 21, 22, one of those. An unknown. He's a big laddie. He's a Norwegian. You know, Scandinavian players as this may be like some for me culture bias or stereotypical. I apologise if it's offensive, but they all always work hard and are solid and will fight for things. And we need someone like that. We have missed that since the days of like Wayne Rooney. So if we have someone up top who throws himself about, puts himself in tackles, but he must, I cannot stress this enough, must score goals. I mean, minimum of 20 this season. And I know that's pressure to put a young guy in his first season. However, we can't afford not to have that. You know, the expectancy of Rashford to score between 25 and 30 again. Is it possible? Maybe. But as it's a maybe, we don't know. There's no consistency with Rashford. Martial is a waste of space. Sancho needs to come into a game. Ended the last sort of 3 months or so of the season very well last season. Has looked sharp in pre-season, so I'm holding out for good things. I seen Anthony play in pre-season and just looks the exact same player as he did during the season. His final third performance needs to be drastically better. We probably need at least 12 to 15 goal involvements, either through assists or goals, collectively, for it to be worth the transfer, for us to be able to push on. So Rasmus Højlund, an unknown, however, could he be the missing piece? Maybe. So overall, I think these 3 players definitely improve our squad quality, squad depth. We still need to get rid of a few players. I'm hoping that West Ham improve their bids for Harry Maguire, so he is gone. It's getting to the stage now where his situation is taking too much attention. We don't need that. We just need it to be done and dusted. Man United need to cut their losses, in my opinion. Obviously, we haven't had a takeover yet. We don't know when or if that's going to happen. So right now, our funds are limited in this situation. Do I think these players are enough for us to push forward? I would accept another season of second or third and a trophy, as much as Carabao Cup isn't shit really. Some silverware. I would like to see us at least get to last 16 quarterfinals of Champions League. Maybe win the FA Cup, which would be good. But yeah, third minimum in the league again. It always is strange as a Man United fan to have these expectations and these like speculative the season will go, saying third and maybe a Carabao Cup and maybe the last 16, but it is unfortunately the way the world is with Man United at this time. I feel if we do have another season like that though, and we do get this Sheik Jassim takeover, I think it will definitely hold us in good stead going forward. So Mount, Onana, Hoyland, welcome to Manchester United. Get stuck in, bring us results.